Call Spinal Aid Centers. We'll help you get back.
Hello, I'm Dr. Kirk Price, and welcome to another episode of Whiplash Injuries. Today we're going to talk about three burning questions in whiplash. Number one, is there a delay in the appearance of whiplash? And number two, you got to hear this, new research that sheds light on the whiplash recovery time. That's coming up right after this, so hold on for just a second. Number one, what question we want to talk about, is there a delay in the appearance or onset of whiplash, whiplash injuries, whiplash symptoms? This debate has raged for years as to whether or not the delay in the onset of whiplash injuries is real. It was difficult to find evidence to prove the case either way. And as a chiropractor, I could provide a mountain of my own evidence that with my own patients I see in practice every day of the delay in onset of symptoms. In fact, what I usually see is the third or fourth day is the worst day there is. And there's due to a lot of internal issues that are going on anatomically within the neck at that time. But we won't go into that at this time with that. Now, finally it's discovered that this delay is the norm rather than the exception. So almost everyone has a delay in the onset appearance of whiplash. Number two, this new research that sheds light on the whiplash recovery time. If you ever had a whiplash before, you're usually fighting with insurance adjusters on the other side saying that this should be cleared up in such a short period of time, and you know, because you can feel it, how long it actually does heal up with that. According to the article by Dan Montega, he states that the time needed to recover is this: 45% of the patients and victims of whiplash remain symptomatic for 3 months, and 25% remain in that same state for 6 months. Most minor cases needed a minimum of 8 weeks to recover, and some took as long as 17 weeks. And so the often declared notion by insurance adjusters that the whiplash injuries heal in 6 to 8 weeks just doesn't seem to be true. What's interesting about this research is that it contraindicates a stance that's usually taken by insurance companies whose claim is that injuries are present and dissipated within 6 to 12 weeks. Also, a lesser note, on my first hand in evidence in my own office with my own patients, correlates these findings referenced above to a great degree. Now, the disability rate among whiplash victims also goes into this research a little bit further, because Mr. Montega also reports that it is found that 10% of the victims of whiplash become totally disabled, and thus it seems that there's a real potential of the existence of pain and suffering long-term wise, and that it can be finally measured in some degree now. So those are the three questions we've talked about. Is there a delay in the appearance of whiplash? Absolutely. And research sheds light on the whiplash recovery time. It takes several months to recover from whiplash, and sometimes even longer, and sometimes you're disabled for the rest of your life due to weakness in there that exists that can never be repaired. But it's important to be treated as soon as possible so that these injuries and the symptoms going on long-term wise are lessened as much as possible. Now, you can reach us on the net at www.drkirkpricechiropractor.com. That's DRKIRKPRICE, chiropractor with an OR at the end.com. Or you can call us at 618-998-0000. That's for Dr. Price. And this concludes another episode of Whiplash Injuries.
Call Spinal